I was beat up a lot in school and taunted and teased, and it really affected me, and it made me realize that when we don't live up to those values of being kind and compassionate towards others and establishing justice and personal freedoms for people, that there is some real suffering that happens, to the individuals whose lives are being harmed.
When you see an injustice or see something happen to someone else, that you want to do something about it, and when you do see it, you also do feel your own sense of vulnerability. But it feels good. It feels good to have people say, you were there for me. You really helped. Thank you. You don't always get that a lot. So there is a sense of satisfaction.
Now that I'm involved in this organization, is seeing the families get to go into that house when it's finally finished. See them walk in. It's exciting, especially children who've never had a house in their life, never had a yard. It's awesome. Well, I can really see. I can see the house being built. I can see the people walk into the house that we worked on. And that's a cool feeling to know that you've actually made a difference. Just a little difference, but it helps.
Can one person make a difference? Absolutely. Get out there and really share the information.
Sometimes it might be letters to the editor. It might be a meeting of the community and have the educated community and so forth. Because contacting a public official, contacting a local, city prosecutor, the mayor, whatever.
There's nothing wrong with people working together to make a difference, to make change. If you go to the Amish communities where when somebody needs a barn, guess what? What happens? They all get together and in one day, it's done. And of course one of my jobs is to try to promote the organization, get more people to volunteer. Without people like you and other people that come in and volunteer, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Get paid to just do this because it's important and we want to give back to our community. Maybe your generation.
Romans used to encourage their troops to be as courageous as the chicken when they went into battle. I know this because I've had these little roosters that are this tall come running up after me and start gouging my legs with their little spurs to keep me away from their heads.
This is Mosaic, formerly known as the Christopher Program. This is where I have spent half my day every day of school my entire junior year, and will my entire senior year. It is an alternative for high school students to go to learn in a more independent setting. We don't read history books or get the viewpoint of the rich white guy writing the textbooks. We teach ourselves. We look at more than just one view, and it brings many different teams together. Teams from several different schools all meet up downtown for class. Most schools make you do community service now, but in Mosaic, we were not going to just work at a soup kitchen or something that every high school student does. So this is my attempt to follow 7 of the students as they do real services to their communities.
Our project began on February 3rd. It was the day we first received the Life of Meaning assignment.
Love U for You is a program that works with middle school girls. We try to help young women build their self-confidence and self-esteem. The girls in Love U for You come from really diverse and different backgrounds. So it was really interesting for me and Justine to try to help them be more confident. And it made this whole experience much more fulfilling and just more interesting to hear their different perspectives. The reason why I wanted to do this program was that when I was in middle school, I really had a tough time being my own person and being confident. I know the world those girls have to go through each day, and I could really relate. I've always wanted to do something like this.
For you,
So far, we have talked to the guidance counselor, and she has our support, and she has a lot of experience, and
One of the main reasons why I have such a strong passion for helping girls gain a higher self-esteem is because I went through the same feeling of having low confidence and esteem in myself. I was afraid to stand out from the crowd and do what was not cool. I didn't have an identity, and I didn't want the girls to be made fun of from earlier years.
we advertised it during the middle school lunch, and we found that Miss Washburn said that we have like a classroom, and we found like a time that's good.
And some good things we've done is, like, as Em said, we've gotten the word out. We, on Friday, or Thursday, oh yeah, it was Thursday. We went to their lunch, and we had a little table set up, and we had girls come up, and then we gave the information.
We posted it on the wall. And
Yeah.
we had like brochures.
And we said contact Miss Washburn, who's the guidance counselor, and also she's like really helpful for us because she I guess they had a self-esteem program for girls for 10 years before that, and then it stopped, and so
Yeah, she got really busy, and yeah. So she like thought we're like bringing it back to life. I want to attract like the girls that are like shy and like less outspoken, but I also want to attract the girls that are like more try to like mold in with the whole middle school. So it's kind of hard to advertise it both ways. So I want to get a variety of girls.
Mentoring program?
Mentoring,
Something along those
Or a
lines?
leadership program,
leadership. Okay. Yeah.
you know.
Girls
Sounds like that.
So, you know, if you said,
Yeah.
we're seeking 7th grade girls, or I don't know if it has to be 7th grade or 7th and 8th grade, say 7th grade girls, to join a girls' leadership conversation, headed by 2 high school girls, you know.
What you do with them inside the class, though, is going to be really important.
Our very first session began with a word association game, in which Sam and I would say a word, such as skinny, and the girls would respond with the first word that comes to mind. We found that this game helped start a conversation for our girls and helped them open up more of their ideals.
In session 2, we talked about being confident with yourself and not letting media images influence the way you think about your personal being. We had a little demo on how to walk confident in the hall.
We asked each of the girls to write down their goals, what they hope to get out of this program. Sam and I learned that each of the girls said that they wanted to be more confident and learn how to be themselves. During this session, one of the girls learned of how she truly is beautiful. She felt of the ordinary and did not find anything special about herself. But Sam and I recognized her amazing knowledge and intelligence of this world, and how that is not only inspirational, but also extremely beautiful. It adds to her physical beauty.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Project description, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I'm working with Dylan and Nana, and for our project we're creating something called Stereotype, and it's going to be this internet blog-ish thing where people will be able to write poetry and short stories and submit basically any interaction they've had that's involved stereotypes or a lot of diversity, positive or negative. I think it's achievable in 4.5 weeks.